Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to create a mark sheet with total marks, average, grade, and result, and also the highest marks and lowest marks, and also use XLOOKUP formula to get student details based on roll number, and we have specified the grade for marks. To get the total marks, use sum function from C2 to G2. Drag the formula to the end of the list. To get the average marks, use average function from C2 to G2. Drag the formula to the end of the list. As average has decimals, we can use round function to get rounded value of 0 decimal. To assign grades based on average marks, use nested if functions. This formula checks if the average marks in cell I2 are greater than the threshold in cell P3. If true, it returns the grade S from cell Q3. If false, it checks the next condition. If the average marks are greater than the threshold in cell P4, it returns the grade Q4. This process continues until the last condition, where if none of the previous conditions are met, it returns the grade F. Ensure that all the brackets are closed correctly to maintain the proper functioning of the nested if statements. To determine the result, we will use if and COUNTIF functions. If the value in cell H2 is greater than 200, and the count of marks above 35 is equal to or greater than 5, the result will be passed. Otherwise, it will be failed. To visually highlight failed results, we can apply conditional formatting to the text by setting it to red color. If value is failed, click on Format, and change the font color to red, and also you can fill with some light color as background. We can use max function to get the highest marks. We will use the index function to retrieve the student name, and use the match function to find the row number that matches the condition in the marks column. If we change the values of any student to highest, we can see the result of student name with highest marks has been changed. We can use the same formula as before, but instead of returning the student names, we can modify the formula to return the corresponding grades. Now, modify the index formula to return the result instead of grades or student name. To find the lowest marks among the students, you can use the min function. To retrieve the student name with the lowest marks by matching the minimum marks in the data, you can use the same formula as before with the index and match functions. Copy the formula from the formula bar and paste it into the grade and result cells. Change the column reference in the index formula from B to J to retrieve the grade, and from B to K to retrieve the result. In cell N17, enter the XLOOKUP formula to search for the student roll number value in column A and retrieve the corresponding data from columns B to K. If no matching data is found, return no data found with an exact match. To convert data from horizontal to vertical format, you can use the transpose function. If you want to add the roll number without the prefix before performing the lookup, you can modify the formula by concatenating the prefix with the lookup value.